Session is being recorded. Thank you very much, Chinedu. Yes, session is being recorded. So I'm assuming that everybody here already knows what Zoom is. True or true? What LinkedIn is. Do we all know what LinkedIn is?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes, we
do.
do.
Good. For the avoidance of doubt, LinkedIn is an American business and employment-oriented online services. So it was launched in 2003. I don't know if you can see my screen. I'm practically reading it. The point is that everything you need is online. LinkedIn basically connects you to other professionals like you. It's an online platform. It's really professional. And so you go there, you set up a profile. You go to the LinkedIn website. If you are not on LinkedIn already, you set up a profile and it allows you to connect professionally with other persons that might be relevant to your business. Okay, that might be relevant to your business, your career, all that you do. Many people have heard about LinkedIn and set up their profile on LinkedIn, yet they don't seem to be getting business, yet they don't seem to be connecting or getting any benefits from LinkedIn. So I'm going to be touching, I have 20 points here, but I will just rush through it, touch as much as I can touch so that I can take questions, because your questions are really, really, really important, okay? Your questions are important because I know that you have different businesses. I know that you have different interests. So your questions will definitely cover all the things that you do. Number one, on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Choose the right profile picture for your LinkedIn. Choose the right profile picture for your LinkedIn. Some of you are on this chat right now, and I'm looking at your pictures. I'm looking at the picture that you use as your Zoom profile. And I'm seeing traditional, casual. Well, you can't do that with LinkedIn. You need to look professional because people judge based on what they see, first impressions. Unless you're selling Ankara, please don't wear Ankara. Look formal, at least in the light of what you are doing. When you are taking the picture, don't, I see some pictures on Facebook and people snap and we are seeing up in their nose. No, 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 you can't do that. You can get someone to take a professional picture. People do this with their phones, they can edit with their phones, but some others, they go to proper studios and get professional picture. Your profile picture is everything. It's like your call card on LinkedIn. It's like your call card. People see your picture and take a decision whether they want to deal with you, whether they can trust you, whether they can listen to whatever you have to say just by your picture. I don't want to even go into your color combinations. And you see what I'm wearing? I put a lot of thought into wearing what I'm wearing right now, a pink shirt and my glasses. I put a lot of thought into getting these glasses. Why? I know that I'm dark skinned, okay? And I wanted something that will make my face pop. I know that it's night that I'm doing this, so I needed to wear something a little brighter and cast light on my face, okay? So you want to look professional, you want to wear something bright, you want to wear something, it just, the first line says it all. Your profile picture is your call card on LinkedIn. Don't joke with it. Make sure the picture is recent and it looks like you, okay? Close up shot. You can check out my LinkedIn profile. I'm going to go to my LinkedIn profile before we leave here. Add a background photo. Add a background photo. For some of you who are doing business, you can put the background can be maybe something about your business, something about what you do. The whole idea is that it catches people's attention. It grabs people's attention. You're an artist. You want to put something that is art related on your background, okay, of your LinkedIn. Are we together? If we are together, say yes on the chat. Okay, just say yes on the chat if you are getting it so far. Are we together? I can't. Okay, some people are dropping their chats already. Thank you very much, Chinedu. Excellent, excellent. I like this feedback. We'll open up feedback for voice very soon. Number 3, make your headline more than just a job title. I'm going to share my profile very soon, but I just want to run maybe to number 10 before I show you my profile, just to highlight some of the things I'm telling you tonight. Okay. So make your headline more than, don't just say admin manager. No. Make it a bit more practical. Okay, let me open my LinkedIn profile and perhaps give you a sneak peek, okay? So that it looks a bit more practical. So I'm going to be closing this page I'm sharing, and I will be showing you my profile. New share. Okay. Are you seeing my LinkedIn profile already? Hello, can put on your microphone. Somebody talk to me. Are you seeing my profile? Okay. So, as you can see, that's my profile right there. Okay. That's my profile right there. What was the first point I made earlier? What was the first point I made earlier? Your profile picture. I said about your profile picture, okay? And then I talked about the background photo. This point here, this is your background photo. You can just, you see that camera eye there, you can simply upload something, you know, that relates to you. I could upload Monte Eclair, I could upload anything. You see, I'm trying to do this upload. You can do this with your phone, you can do this with your computer. Because of what I'm doing tonight, I'm using my computer. I just wanted to show you. And the next point that I tried to make was how your headline should be more than just a job title. Can you see what I've done there? That's my name. And from my name, I'm already giving you a small picture of the kind of things I do. I'm a human communications consultant. I'm an organizational communications consultant. And so as you see my name, you are seeing a picture. That's not a job title. That's more like a description of my entire profile. But from the word go, so in case you don't go beyond this first view, I've told you who I am, what I do, and why you should talk to me. Okay, so it's more than just, don't just put CEO. You can see that after that, you see what I do beneath that. So this is strategic. This is strategic. Now I'm going to go back to the notes. Okay, I'm going to go back to the notes so we continue. All right, are we together? Are we together? Just say yes on the chat. I need to know that we are together in this session. You are going to be chatting a lot. Thank you very much, Ifreke. Eunice, you raised your hand. Please drop your question or your point in the chat, okay? I'll be taking it from there for now, just for order's sake, okay? Just for order's sake. Now, from what you saw number 4, turn your summary into your story. You saw my profile, okay? You saw my profile, how I turned, like, okay, I didn't go into my summary. In my summary, I said what I do. I'm just assuming that somebody is not going to go past the first page of my profile. I really wanted to show, this is what I've done, this is who I am, this is what I can do. And so that's the point. You have to market yourself. You don't get a second chance. Bring to life those skills that are important, those skills that will make a difference to attract the kind of network you want to meet, or the job that you want to get or something. Most people use LinkedIn to connect for jobs or to connect for business. And it's important that you have an objective before going to LinkedIn. Don't just go to LinkedIn because everybody's going to LinkedIn. You're going to LinkedIn to be able to connect to a new audience so that you can market your products, you can get customers, you can get a new job, you can connect with other peers. Like recently, I've been connecting with other PhD students around the world. I've been connecting with professors and lecturers. I've been connecting with business owners, CEOs who need my business communications consultancy. And you'll be seeing more about how I leverage on all of those connections. So turn your summary into your story. You hype yourself. Don't tell lies, but hype yourself. Amplify the skills that you have. Now, number 5, declare war on buzzwords. Declare war on buzzwords. Can see, I'll go back to my profile again and go back to other people's profiles. Use words like specialized, leadership, focus, strategic, experience, consultant, expert, certified. Do you understand? Don't lie. Like when I meet students who say, no, I don't have a job, I don't want to join LinkedIn. I say, no. You can be there, and you can say aspiring accountants in waiting, something. You're already doing something, even though it's not certified yet. You can put about, say you have your own business, you are the chief creative officer. Use big words, buzzwords, words that are trending. Sometimes you want to make a post or you see something is trending, find a post around that and use buzzwords, okay? Sometimes use hashtags. Then grow your network. When you join LinkedIn, you will see that the AI of LinkedIn continues to suggest people who do the kinds of things that you do because it has seen certain words. It has seen certain words that you've used, hashtags in your profile, and then the AI of LinkedIn begins to attract or draw people who maybe went to the same school with you, run the same kind of business with you, and all of that. And so from there, you begin to grow your network, and you click, you connect. And that's how you begin to grow your network. Personally, if I want to recruit for an organization and I go check the person's LinkedIn profile, if he doesn't have a good network, I'm not going to recommend him. I am not going to recommend him. So you want to grow your network, list your relevant skills. People are watching. Okay, Chinedu, I like your question. How can one summarize the profile? Okay, and when you are into more than one business, okay, I like this. Your question is very, very, very good. And I'll come back to myself. I'm using myself as a case study tonight, and we can look at other people's profiles anyway. I am a teacher. I am a life coach. I'm a writer, an author. And in my writing, I do creative and I do academic. And there are many other things that I do. I had to find, it took me a while, but I had to find a way to craft out the flow. But what did I need from LinkedIn? I needed LinkedIn to be able to connect more with business and the academic side of me. Business as per business communications consultancy. And so when I packaged my profile, I talked more about my skills towards communications consultancy, academics and all of that. And then towards the end, I just said, oh, I've written other creative books. So in a way, you can amplify other skills depending on the kind of network and people you want to attract. And then you might just mention, so they know, this person is versatile, but this is his major area. We'll go back to my profile shortly. We've done, say, how many minutes? Okay, we've done over 23 minutes, and we're just in number 8. Spotlight services you offer. spotlight services you offer. Number 9, spread the endorsement love. Another feature of LinkedIn is that it allows you to endorse skills. It will recommend that you endorse skills of other people, endorse them. And then you see, I will mention also how you can get people to make recommendations about you. I will go back again. I'm just running through this. I'm going to go back again to my profile and show you how you can make recommendations, endorse people. If you are going to LinkedIn often, it will prompt you on some of these things. Endorse this person, and you can, just by a click of a button, you can endorse certain persons. And then you can also get more people to make recommendations about you. Say people you have worked with, people you have schooled with. And so you see the thing about networking. If you have not networked with other people, how would they recommend you? How can you find certain people on LinkedIn? You simply go there and type their name. Just go to LinkedIn, find the search column, type their name. When you type that, I'm going to connect to 1 or 2 persons in the practical session. Go there, type their name. When you type their name pops out. You click, you connect. Whenever they come online, they accept. That's it. You have connected. Oh, Barry, you don't finish. Okay? You don't finish. So you need to learn to endorse other people, ask for recommendations. Sometimes LinkedIn will prompt you to take skills assessment. If you can try it, then it's not going to expose if you got 0 over, you know. But if there are some skills that you say you have, say you are proficient in Microsoft Word and all of that, sometimes it can just pop up skills, you know, and ask you to do tests and all of that right there. Hey, try it out. There's always an opportunity to try again. Remember what I said. Look at number 12, request recommendations. Get people to recommend you. I've gotten my classmates, my friends I've worked with, you know. Endorsements gives people viewing your profile, you know, it's like a testimonial. It gives them a visual sense of what you are valued for. It's one thing to say, oh, I can do this, I've hyped myself, I've hyped myself. But it's a different kettle of fish when someone else is recommending you, and it's powerful. It's powerful. So it's important that you get people who you have worked with, or you have worked under, okay, or people under, above you, colleagues. Let them say something about you. Let them say something about you. It won't take them anything. You chat them privately. You can send them the link. And when they do this, you add it to your profile. It simply boosts the value of your profile. Remember, we're talking about how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. I remember I said at the beginning, you must have an objective for going to LinkedIn and wanting to optimize your profile. And that objective should guide how you connect, who you connect with, what you write about yourself, the skills you put down about yourself. That should guide you. You know, even the people that you ask for recommendations, it will guide you. Your objective for joining LinkedIn will guide you. Showcase your passion for learning. Okay, if you are one who does some learning online, it might be a short course. During the lockdown, I attended some conferences online. They were free. I just had to show up, and they gave me certificates, and I just drew it in there and put it on LinkedIn. I did not go to Germany. I did not go to Spain. Do you understand? But it's there. University of it's there. So you can showcase your package for your passion for learning. And you know, these days you're allowed to draw some of these certifications and draw it to your LinkedIn profile, and it just amplifies or optimizes or boosts your profile online, especially in the light of what you are doing. So say you are a fashion designer, for instance. I'm positive that there are some short courses on entrepreneurship, or even free, you know, something that connects somehow. When you finish those short courses, 1 week, 3 days, something, show it on your profile. it amplifies your profile. It makes you valuable. It makes you a person of value. Now, I have this NGO that is looking to run a program for SMEs, vocations. Guess how they are going to find some of these SMEs and these vocational persons? They will search on LinkedIn. Remember the keywords I talked about? The AI will bring up people who have those keywords. Say, I'm looking for somebody in the fashion business. If you have put the keyword in the light of what you do or how you want to be perceived, you're going to pop up. You are going to pop up, okay? Number 14, share media and marketing collateral. So now you can share things that connect to you, content that relate to you. You don't have to be the one that writes it. You don't have to be the one. Sometimes it's just about taking an interesting link from somewhere and putting it on your LinkedIn, just like Facebook. You can post and then you just say something about it. Wow, guys, look at something that caught my attention during the week. I think every professional, every CEO should read this too, and you put the link there. What do you begin to have? Engagement. Are we together? If you are together, if you are with me, just say yes. Put it on the chat. If you are with me, just say yes. If it's making sense, say yes. If you have questions, please drop them in the chat. We're going to go answer those questions very soon. 15, get credit for your thought leadership with publications. Because I'm a writer, because I'm in academics. Thank you so much for your acknowledgement. Because I'm in academics, whenever I have any publications, I update it. I update my LinkedIn profile. Why? I'm trying to attract universities. So that when they are looking for a new senior lecturer, they'll be like, we like this lady. She's got oh God, I have limited minutes. So if this Zoom goes off, I'm going to share another link so that we can come back again, because I'm using the 40 minutes window, okay? Because we need to talk after this. So I share things that I write, things that you don't have to be a writer. Like I said before, you can take other things that people have written, but don't just copy and paste. Say something, okay? Share relevant content on your LinkedIn feed. So you've seen somebody share something, or maybe your office has shared maybe their wealth report, or somebody shared an image. And this is important when you're also following the right people. If you're following the right people and they share stuff, share it. Share it from their profile, especially if it connects to you. Like when people try to add me on LinkedIn, I don't know about other people. I go to their profile and check what are the kinds of things this person has been talking about. What are his interests? And I know this based on the things that you've been sharing or posting. It helps me take a decision about you. Look, one of the rules of work by Richard Templar, you are being judged always, whether you say anything or not. And see why we started from the picture, your profile picture. You are being judged always. Remember, I said I'm going to share this material with every one of us if we send our emails to me privately after now. 17, add comments. It's okay to share, but somebody has said something, write a comment under their own. That's part of the engagement. That's part of the network. Okay, make sure you're saying something that is relevant. Make sure you're saying something that makes sense. LinkedIn is not like Twitter where they go and insult each other and all of that. Express your viewpoints, okay? Express your viewpoint. Say something that makes sense. Oh, I agree with you on this. What do you think of this perspective and all of that? Something that people will be willing to also associate with you. Remember, it's a networking platform. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me just mute your microphone from here. Mute all.
So what happens you come to find out what I'll eat since? Why haven't you come to find out what I'll eat since? Oh, you know what the time is.
All right, so we can move on. I've muted everyone. Yes, add comments. 18, follow relevant influencers in your industry. My mom just joined LinkedIn tonight. And what do I expect her to do? She's running an NGO. I expect her to find other NGO executives on LinkedIn and follow them. She can find NGOs and follow them. She can find people who support NGOs and follow them. Are you seeing the relevant persons I'm calling out? Remember, she runs an NGO. She can find other people who run NGO and connect with them. She can find people who work in NGOs, connect with them. She can find people who fund NGOs, connect with them. She can find people who she can find NGOs, pages of NGOs that are just follow relevant influencers in your industry. So you've got to be clear about your industry. There are many industries that have pages and groups, and I'm already following universities, I'm following professors and getting into that space, and groups of PhD students, groups of writers. There are many groups. Okay, somebody says he has been in LinkedIn for years now and it has not helped his career. Why? The thing is, has he been having conversations? You see, I remember when we started, I said, what is your objective? Why did you join LinkedIn? If you are not clear about the why, you will not make progress. You've got to be clear about the why. Why are you joining LinkedIn? Why are you in this session tonight? The objective must be clear. I am joining LinkedIn because I want to connect with other professionals in the business communication space and people who need business communications consultancy so that they can see my proficiency and hire my services, because they will check out my profile when I send my proposal. And that's one objective for me. Another objective for me, why I put up some of my publications, is that I want to attract schools who are looking for senior lecturers with my skills. So because I'm doing that, I have to now begin to follow relevant people, professors in my field, schools that have departments in my field, network with students in that school. Oh, hi, what's going on? I see you're having an event and all of that. Okay, there are some free events going on. You join. So you see, the objective is very important. It's not just about joining. You're networking with the relevant persons, very key. One of my big daddies here, he just started a broadcast radio. I expect whoever is running his broadcast radio to join or follow other broadcast persons and radios and personalities globally on LinkedIn. Join conversations about radio broadcasts. Post things about radio broadcasts, at least weekly. Okay, so you see the idea. That's how it can become useful and you grow your network. The objective is really important. Thank you for that amazing question. The objective is so key. Objective is so key. Become an employee advocate. Okay, so these are some other far drawn points. Okay, you can publish long form content. Some people publish on their blogs, share the link and just put a sneak peek, and they use it to start conversations. There's this guy who's doing masters in my school. His own is to model and snap pictures, and then he creates a conversation around those pictures. The other time he snapped a picture, professional picture, and it was a photo shoot for Coming to America too, and then he just sparked the conversation about Africa. Africa is rising, this and that. So people went beyond looking at his picture and entered into the conversation. It could have been a longer conversation, it could have been a shorter one, but what did it do for him? It attracted people to his profile. Now people know that he's a model. Now people know that he's not just a model, he's an influencer, because he has over 200 comments there. And so when they want somebody to talk about their brand and their product, guess who they are going to call? If they want somebody in your space, in your industry, will somebody remember you? That's the whole idea of LinkedIn. Top of mind. To become top of mind, in your industry, in your space. Are we together? All right. So this is the time for me to go back to my profile. This is the time for you to drop your questions. I don't know how you connected to to this event, but I will have to share another link in case this Zoom link shuts out. I will share link on WhatsApp. I will share link on Facebook, so you can simply connect again, because for this session, oh, I think Zoom has given me extra time. Let's just continue. All right, it's time to open your microphone and ask questions. Ask questions. Just raise your hand and I will call you. Meanwhile, I'm going to share my profile. I've been talking about this, my profile, my profile, my profile. God help me. Let this profile be wow enough for you. Okay. So it's time for you to ask questions. Anyone? Yes, anyone? It's time for you to ask questions before I start talking, going over my profile. Is there any question? I'm not seeing any hands. Hey, God. Have I been making sense today? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Please put on your microphone and say something. Yes, I need questions. I want to be sure that that I've said something that makes sense. Questions? Questions?
Yeah, how can I connect? How can I connect my academic write-ups to LinkedIn?
Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, I'm just connecting. Speaking of connection, I just realized my laptop was getting low on juice. All right, so I'm connected now. All right, how can you connect your academic write-ups? My video is back on. How can you connect your academic write-ups on LinkedIn? So this is my profile. Okay, as you can see here, you see LinkedIn is already prompting me. There are many prompts that you see on LinkedIn. The whole idea is for you to just follow through. It's user friendly. If you don't like it, you can, just edit. It's asking me to strengthen my profile here. Is founder/initiator at Monteccles Initiative your current position? Let me just say no, because that's not the only thing I'm doing. Now I run Monteccles Initiative, but that's not the only thing I'm doing, and that's not what I want to hype with LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm going to say no, because that's not what I want to hype with my profile. I can also click next and it goes away. So for you who wants to add your publication to your LinkedIn, you can see I'm scrolling down to my profile. I've left the upper part, the name, about me, my dashboard, experience, education. You see this thing like pencil here. If I need to edit, that's what I click to edit. Okay, so I scroll down to license and certification, skills and endorsements, recommendations. Aha. Now you see accomplishments here. Okay, when I get here, you see publications. I can then have touch publications. Then I click this thing like a pencil here. Once I click it, I can edit this. I don't want to edit. I want to add. So this plus that is here, I click this plus here. It then asks me, do you want to put a publication? Do I want to put a patent? Do I want to put a course, a project, honor, award, test score, language skill, my organization, you who are the CEO? you know, Agro Master, what are the big businesses here, or you who are the professional, okay? You can put your organization there, the link, whatever. For me, for you who is doing publication, Mr. Ima, you can put your publication. So I can click publication if I wanted to put a publication, and that's how you edit. Anywhere you see this thing, like this small thing like pen, okay, you can edit this. If you want to add this thing like plus, you just click it and you can just edit. Now this is my Chinedu asked a question about the summary, my summary about myself. So this is it. This is about me. Okay, and I don't know, it might look really tiny for you to see, but what I tried to do here was in the first paragraph, I amplified the academic skills and what I'm doing presently. Why? Because I want to attract academics. That's the industry that I'm looking to attract right now. And then I went on to talk about my qualifications and all of that. It's towards the end I begin to talk about, okay, I've written other creative books. My focus is not on my creative books right now. You know, my focus is on my academics and where I want to go. So your objective is very important, okay? It's very important. You see this headline? Let me tell you how to, you know, make this headline look really pretty. This is just supposed to be my name. So instead of my name alone, okay, let me edit it. Instead of my name alone, look at this trick. Oh, look at this trick. The place that has first name, I put my name and my surname there. Then the place that has last name, I then put this human and organizational communications consultant. Let me even change it to business communications consultant. In fact, I can add an audio recording right now. I think I have one there already that I pronounced my name, because people mispronounce my name. So since I'm done with this, you see the trick I used here. The place for first name, I put my name and my surname, and then the place for last name, I put what I do. Okay, why am I doing this? I'm assuming that people, when they search, they are not going to go past the first page. What if they don't look at about me? Let them at first glance have an idea of the value that I can offer. Okay, of the value that I can offer. I can do many things, but this is what I want to project right now. Now, let me search for Mr. Emma, who asked the question. I told you that you can simply search for anyone. You see, this is the search point here. It's written there, search. Anytime you see this thing that looks like magnifier on any website, you can search something there. So I'm going to search for Mr. Emmanuel Nzeaka. Mr. Emmanuel Nzeaka is also my professional colleague at Pan Atlantic University. Now, can you see the first thing I'm seeing about him? Okay. Assuming I don't go beyond this page, I already see his name. I already see that he's an education management professional. In fact, he went further to put some of his qualifications. Some people do that. They put PhD, they put, and without going into his profile, I know he's a PhD researcher. Now imagine Harvard was looking for somebody who is a doctoral scholar in the education management space. Once they type education management, his name will pop up. That's it. That's it. Okay, so he just needs to maybe work on, let me see, does he have about? Okay, he has something about him. All right, something about him. You know, there's a way you can set up your profile on LinkedIn and it can show if you are open to work. It will just be on your photo here. So Mr. Emma, this is your picture. We'll snap you another picture and add. You know, we talked about picture when we started. We are going to snap you professional pictures so that we get the engagement we're looking for. Can you see something here again? It has already said Beryl Lehondo, you are skilled in strategic planning. Oh yeah, thank you. Why? I put it in my profile. So it is re-emphasizing that I'm already skilled in strategic planning, and it's asking me, do I want to endorse Mr. Emmanuel for strategic planning? If I don't want to endorse him, maybe that's not what his strength. I will say skip. Another time, it might bring up another thing. For instance, if it brought out, you want to endorse Mr. Emma is a certified Cambridge, he marks Cambridge exams and all of that. If that was what showed up right now, I will not hesitate to endorse him. You see, it's already highlighting there that both of us studied or are still studying here, okay, in Pan-Atlantic University, and on and on. I can see his activity. He commented under somebody's listing. I see his followers. It means that he's a person of value. People are following him. He's making comments, contributing. If I was the VC of some university needing this skill, I will consider him. I can see his experience. LinkedIn just tells your professional story based on what you upload. So the question and the challenge some people have is Mr. Emma is also a traditional man. So you see his volunteer experience, community development. He's a chief. He does community development. You see his ACE club, you know, see his skills and endorsements and all of that. So what do you want to amplify? Is now you adding it to your profile. Can I get another question? Yes, guys, any question, ladies and gentlemen, uncles and daddies? Auntie Geraldine, it's time for your question. Any question, please put on your microphone and ask me anything right now. Hello. Yes. This is time for our questions. Auntie Jerry, are you saying something? Please put on your mic. Shinedu, any more questions? Should we end the session? I'm waiting for questions. Thanks. Very good. Okay, Perpetual, you raised your Auntie Jerry, you have a question. Let's have your question, then we take Perpetual.
Not really a question, Beryl.
Okay,
I think I'm getting some of the things clearer. It's not really a question.
Okay.
You have answered my question anyway. You've answered the questions. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perpetual Adams, you raised your hand. Please ask your question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay, let's say I'm new to my career. What do you advise? How do I add up the content that's about in my profile?
Okay. So you are new to your career. Let me see if I can find anybody who is a bit new. Let's see. Okay, if you are new in your career, there are ways to position yourself. I don't think it's proper for anybody to just say students. You just go to your profile and you say student. It's usually appears, a bit off. You can say accountant in view. If, for instance, you are studying accounting, you see, just like Mr. Emma in his profile here, put PhD researcher. He has not gotten the PhD yet, but he's researching. So you can put BSc in view. So you say accountant, BSc in view, say you are in school, okay? And this is another thing about taking advantage of online opportunities. I encourage younger persons, taking free courses online, and then you add up those things as certifications. They build up your profile, okay? And say you have a small business, you can give yourself a creative title about it, creative director or something, HR enthusiast. You see, I've not said you're an HR person. HR enthusiast, BSc in view. There are ways to package these things, and then you beef it up by actually doing some small online learning, short courses. You add them up, volunteer. It's okay to volunteer at NGOs and all of that. Volunteer. If you are a volunteer to an NGO, say in Rescue Heart, Monte Ecles, you can put it on your profile. It's a sense of responsibility. Okay. So, and then when you do that, you begin to see that there are other people like you. You begin to follow people in the industry that you aspire to be in. Who are the best accountants in the country? I'm assuming you're doing accountancy. If it's medicine, begin to follow people, other students in medicine, or people who have accomplished in that space. Start following them. When they post something, go and put a comment there. Okay, you to share things share content, professional or good content in the light of that place that you are going. So you need to be futuristic. You need to be futuristic. You need to have a picture of the future. That's why it's important. Have a clear objective before you join LinkedIn. This is why I'm joining LinkedIn. I want to grow my network in this industry. I'm a student right now in this industry, and I'm going to be big in this industry, maybe be in the CEO position in the next 5 years. Now you start networking with people in that space. Look, you're going to learn one or two things as you follow and interact with them. So that's how you can use it. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much, ma.
You're welcome. Any other questions, or maybe we should call it a night? Any other questions? Any other questions? Well, since in the absence of questions, I will assume that the lesson was so good, you understood everything. And so I want to thank you, Auntie Jerry. I want to thank you, Chinedu, Mr. Abraham, GUS, Uncle Chidi, Elder CSU, Taiwo, Udo, Chinasa, James Otusi, Perpetual, Agosie, Mr. Fred, Jay, Anonymous, Emmanuel Akudo, Auntie Blessing, Mommy Chiji, and some people who had to leave. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I hope I've been able to answer some of the questions that we had. Okay, some of the questions some of you have been asking me in private. I hope we've been able to address some of them. I'm just saying if there are any more questions. Any more questions? Oh, somebody says he has a contribution. Ben, please go ahead with your contribution. Hello, Ben, are you there? Is Ben still here? Ben, I'm checking my second screen. That's why I'm turning this way. It appears it's gone. Oh, all right. Chinedu, do you have anything to say to us before we go? Thank you so much, everyone. Do you have anything to say before we go? One way to learn is to look at people's example. You can find people that you are following or you admire, check out their profile. You can use their profile as a template to write your own. Okay, you don't have to reinvent anything. If you like their summary, borrow their summary, adjust it. Don't tell lies, oh. You know, be futuristic, be positive, use positive words. Don't say I'm just a small girl coming up and my business is just starting. You know, there was this man I met at an event, it was an open house event, and he was saying, I just have one small school somewhere. I said, no, don't say I have a small school somewhere. Say I have a growing educational enterprise. You see, that's different. That's futuristic. That's progressive. Yes, the school is at Ikorodu, but is it an educational enterprise? Yes. Is it growing? Yes. Do you get the picture now? Growing educational enterprise. BSc in view, accountant general, BSc in view. It looks funny, but it's futuristic. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much. In the absence of any comments, contributions, we'll have to call it a night. Thank you for joining tonight. God bless you. I appreciate you. Feel free to reach out to me on any other questions. And just in case you have some business communication issues, organizational communication, internal communication, corporate comms, you need some consultancy, hey, talk to me, okay? Talk to me. Next week, I'm going to be training some executives on crisis communication. We'll be talking to them about writing, formal writing, you know, within the corporate space. Those are things that I do. So if you need consultancy on that, let's have a conversation. Hook up your girl. If you have uncle in Harvard that you are recruiting, Pico, don't forget me. Toilet. All right. Thank you so much. Let's call it a night. Uncle Chidi, thank you very much. Good night, everyone, and God bless you. Bye.